Alright, so picture this. It's 2 days before Christmas, 1974, Fort Worth, Texas. The whole city is buzzing. Lights are up, stores are packed. Everyone's rushing around doing that last-minute holiday thing. And 3 girls decide to head to the mall. Normal day, right? They never came home. And here's the thing that keeps me up about this case. It's not just that they disappeared. It's how little sense any of it makes. No matter which angle you look at it from, nothing adds up. And the one clue that was left behind? It might be the creepiest part of the whole story. Let's get into it. So the oldest of the 3 was 17-year-old Mary Rachel Tia, though everyone just called her Rachel. She'd actually just gotten married a few months earlier, only 6 months in, total honeymoon phase. Happy. No drama. She had the car, a 1972 Oldsmobile 98, and she was the one driving the group that day. Then there was 14-year-old Lisa Renee Wilson, goes by Renee. That morning she was in a great mood because her boyfriend Terry had just given her a promise ring. Cute, right? She was pumped to get to Seminary South Shopping Mall, what locals today know as Iron Plaza. And here's where it gets interesting. Terry, the boyfriend, was actually supposed to come, but he bailed last minute because he didn't want to deal with the holiday crowds. Fair enough. But his little sister Julie, 9 years old, nothing to do, didn't want to be stuck at home alone. She begged to tag along, and their mom, Rayanne, said no at first. She knew Renee and her family fine, but Rachel was older and basically a stranger to her. Plus, Julie had no money. What was she even going to do at the mall? But Julie kept at it. And Rayanne, who was going through a separation from her husband at the time, holidays already feeling rough, eventually just gave in. So that's the trio. Rachel, Renee, and 9-year-old Julie. They set out on a bright, chilly Monday morning, December 23rd. They were supposed to be back by 4 o'clock. Because Renee had a Christmas party that evening she was really looking forward to. Quick stop at an army surplus store first, then off to the mall. And people saw them there. Multiple witnesses. Shopping, laughing, totally fine. No one with them. No signs of trouble. Just 3 girls having a normal day out. But they never left that parking lot. Not in Rachel's car, anyway. By 6 o'clock, nobody had heard from them. The families started to worry. Not only had Julie been gone way longer than expected, but Renee was missing her party, and that alone told her family something was wrong. Some family members drove over to the mall to look around, and that's when they found the car, parked in the upper-level Sears lot. Bags inside. Shopping done. Looked like the girls had come out of the mall, loaded up the car, and then just vanished. Family waited by that car all night. Not a single sighting. They called the police who, and this is infuriating, basically shrugged it off. Said the girls were probably runaways. It was the holidays. Nobody came rushing out to that parking lot. Just nothing. Then the next day, a letter showed up, addressed to Rachel's husband Tommy. And this is where things get genuinely unsettling. The note read, and I'm paraphrasing here, asterisk, I know I'm going to catch it, but we had to get away. We're going to Houston. See you in about a week. The car is in Sears upper lot. Love, Rachel. Asterisk. Okay, so on the surface, maybe you read that and think, alright, runaway note. Case closed, right? Except nothing about it feels right. First of all, Rachel had zero reason to run. She was 6 months into a happy marriage. Looking forward to Christmas. No fights, no issues, nothing going on. Same goes for Renee. And Julie was 9. You're telling me a 9-year-old ran away 2 days before Christmas? But it gets weirder when you actually look at the letter itself. The envelope was addressed to Thomas Tia, not Tommy. Rachel never called her husband Thomas. Ever. The postmark was deliberately blurred, no city visible. Like someone didn't want it traced. The letter itself was written in ink, but the address on the envelope, written in pencil, different, and then the signature, Love Rachel. Except the R in Rachel, it was written over an E, like someone started to write a different name, caught themselves, and corrected it. Rachel misspelled her own name. When's the last time you misspelled your own name? Handwriting experts have looked at this letter over the decades. The results have never been conclusive either way. But Tommy never believed it for a second. None of the families did. Rayanne, Julie's mom, told police flat out, asterisk, I know my daughter. I know those girls. They are not runaways. Asterisk. Renee's mom said the same. And Rachel's mother said it most clearly of all. Asterisk. I'll always believe until the day I die that those girls were taken. So with police not doing much, the families hired a private detective named John Swain. He dug into various leads, including a pretty suspicious 28-year-old man who worked at the mall and had a habit of making obscene phone calls to young women. He'd apparently used job applications to collect personal information about the girls he'd target. Creepy? Absolutely. Enough to charge him? No. Swain organized a big search in Port Lavaca, Texas in April of 1975, based on a tip that the girls had been killed and buried there. 100 volunteers. Fields, woods, nothing. Then in 1979, Swain died, and his case files were destroyed. That was a massive blow. Witnesses kept coming forward over the years. A store clerk who claimed to have seen 3 girls being forced into a yellow pickup truck near the mall. A man in 1981 who said he saw a girl being forced into a van that same day. Then in 2001, 27 years later, a former Fort Worth police officer said he saw the girls with a security guard the night they disappeared. Every single lead went cold. The working theory now is that the girls left that mall with someone they knew, or at least trusted enough to get into a car with willingly. Maybe they recognized someone. Maybe someone offered them a ride and it seemed totally safe. And after that, we don't know. We've never known. In 2018, 2 cars were pulled from Benbrook Lake on a tip connected to the case. Nothing. That's kind of the theme here. Every lead, every tip, every search, nothing. Rachel would be in her late 60s now. Renee in her mid-60s. And little Julie, she'd be around 60. Their families never stopped. They never stopped pushing, never stopped advocating, not just for Rachel, Renee, and Julie, but for missing persons cases all across the country that get swept under the rug because it's a holiday or because someone decided to call them runaways without looking twice. 3 girls went shopping 2 days before Christmas. And that's where the story ends. No answers, no closure, just an eerie letter, an empty car, and a mystery that's never been solved. If you want more cases like this, subscribe and hit the bell. We drop 3 new episodes every week. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one.